Hello, welcome to the second episode of the Priory Early Music series. I've had a wonderful response from the first episode. Thank you to those of you who wrote in with your support and your encouragement. And thank you for the photographs too. In this episode, I'm going to feature photographs by Peter Forster. I'm quite proud of myself because I managed to record an interview I did a couple of days ago via video link with Eleanor Tomlinson. She's a recorder player, she's in her fourth year and she's studying at the Royal Birmingham Conservatoire. I'm also going to share with you two tracks from our programme The King's Music. The first piece is a consort piece played by Eleanor on the recorder. The second is a Flemish three-part chanson called Hélas Madame. Hi Eleanor.
Hello.
It's good to have you on the Priory Early Music series.
Yeah, I'm really glad to be doing it.
For folks watching the series, Eleanor played the recorder for the first concert in the second series called The King's Music. And we performed songs and instrumental pieces from the Henry VIII songbook. And you're in your final year at the Conservatoire, aren't you, Eleanor?
I am, yes. Yes.
So I should imagine that year's been quite intense for you.
It has. I've chosen all of my own modules, so I've had quite a say in what I've been able to do, but there's been a lot of work.
I can imagine. And also that must be quite nice because you can sort of tailor it to your interests, presumably.
Yeah, I've chosen really specific things that I'm interested in, which has been really nice, actually.
And a lot of people watching will want to know how you got into playing the recorder and what does it involve and are your parents musical, and tell us a bit about that.
So I actually didn't want to play the recorder when I was little. I really wanted to play the modern flute, but I was way too small. And I'm still quite small now, I'm only 5 foot. So I started on the recorder because it was the smallest one that I could reach.
Brilliant.
And then I kind of kept it up just because I like the repertoire more than I like the flute repertoire, but I do still play the flute sometimes.
Fantastic. And do you have a sort of a favourite genre now? Do you play modern music? Because when you think of the recorder, we think of, well, it's lots of early repertoire, but you do play a lot of modern repertoire as well, is that right?
I do, yeah. I'm really, really into the French Baroque style of music. So my major project at the moment at Conservatoire is I'm transcribing some works by Charpentier, which is really interesting.
Yeah.
But I also quite like contemporary music as well. So in my recital, I was planning on playing some music by Hirosa, who's a Japanese composer.
Wow.
And some other electronic pieces, which is it's quite nice to get a variety in.
So the electronic pieces, how do they work?
Well, it's a bit confusing, but the one I'm playing at the moment is I have an electronic tape part, and I can play it kind of through my phone and through the laptop. And then you kind of play into a microphone yourself, and then everything comes together. So.
Wow, that sounds amazing. That sounds quite a long way from the Henry VIII songbook, which we know you performed with us. It's quite a big jump there. Fantastic.
Hélas, madame, c'est dès que je m'étends, souffre que soit votre humble servant, votre humble servant, je serai à toujours, et tant que je que je t'aime, souffre que soit votre humble servant, votre humble servant, je serai à toujours, et tant que je vivrai, on m'aimerez-vous, et tant que je vivrai, on m'aimerez-vous. Hélas, madame, c'est là que je t'aime, souffre que soit votre humble servant, votre humble servant, je serai à toujours, et tant que je vivrai, on m'aimerez-vous, et tant que je vivrai, on m'aimerez-vous.
Eleanor, do you remember the concert last November? We had a bit of a panic because Teddy had laryngitis and he was unable to sing, and we had to adapt all the parts. And you were amazing because you brought in this really big bass recorder. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
I can. So I actually borrowed it from the conservatoire because we have quite a few bass recorders there, and it was a contrabass Petzold recorder. So quite a lot of people tell us that we've maybe got it from IKEA or built it ourselves because it's made from lots of rectangles and squares. And it was actually originally designed to be a cheaper way of making a bass recorder. So it's made from all man-made materials.
Fantastic. And have you ever managed to play one of the original, the proper bass recorders that this was a substitute for?
So we have copies at the conservatoire, which are part of a very big consort. So our consort in particular is made by Adrian Brown. And we have, kind of a historical pitch.
Yeah.
So in the recorder consort of F, C, G, D, A, and we keep kind of going up and up.
Yeah, fantastic. It would be great when things get back to normal to have an amazing recorder consort like that for the Priory Early Music Series. That would be great if you could come along.
Oh, yes, I would be up for that.
It'd be such good fun. Well, it's been amazing to have you, Eleanor. Thank you so much for doing this interview. It's very much a landmark point because you're our first guest. We wish you well.
Oh,
and thanks
Thank
so
you.
much. Thank you. Next time, I'm hoping to bring you an interview with Samantha Lewis. She's a postgraduate of the Conservatoire and she won the Royal Birmingham Conservatoire English Song Prize in 2019. We're going to try and put our first virtual performance together, so that will be interesting. I'll see how that goes. So please keep the photographs coming. Do email me. Keep well, everybody, and I'll see you next time.